What's up everybody, it's RobinGaming here. So E3 2015 is still quite a while away. It's always being held in June, and that means we still gotta wait about 3 more months until it's gonna take place. But for us gamers, it is of course always the one event that we are most looking forward to, and that we as gamers just get very happy about, because we're gonna see so many great new game announcements and at the same time gameplay of all these great upcoming games that we're very much looking forward to. And I thought, you know, why not just do a quick sort of like preview video already 3 months before it's actually gonna take place, doing some of my own predictions, because people seem to always like these kinds of things where I predict, you know, what we're gonna see there. So what I thought I'd do is I will do 5 predictions, and that means 1 on each of the shows we're gonna see there. So not only is Sony and Microsoft gonna do a press conference as every year, just like EA and Ubisoft, but actually Bethesda also announced that this year they will do a press conference. So for each of these 5 I will do one specific prediction that's most, you know, just gonna be about the games that they will actually announce for the first time there. So I hope you'll enjoy this video, and for now I'm just gonna start off with the Bethesda press conference. Now look, Bethesda is not a big publisher in any way. They don't release that many games in a year, and that's why there is plenty of reason to be excited for this particular thing, because to me what it says is that they, you know, they have a lot to show us, or at least they have something that they're very excited about to show us. It may not be that much, but at the same time they could spend, you know, a full show talking about this stuff. So I mean, it is for sure already that we're gonna see something of the new Doom 4, whatever you want to call it. It's gonna be a reboot apparently, or something, like it's just called Doom. That's something a lot of people have been excited for, but I think obviously the big announcement we're gonna get out of the Bethesda press conference is gonna be the announcement of Fallout 4. That's a game so many people have been asking about now for such a long time, and I think, you know, this is finally gonna be the time that it's gonna happen. It's gonna be a next-gen game coming out on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC. And it's just going to be ridiculous. You know, this is one of those games that is just something special, right? And I also actually think that, you know, they couldn't just fill an entire press conference with just Fallout and Doom. I think it's pretty, you know, I'd say there's a good chance we'll see the announcement of Dishonored 2 as well. That's a game that maybe kind of got a cult following, the very first Dishonored when it came out in 2012. Maybe cult following is kind of not doing it justice, because, you know, quite a lot of people definitely bought it. But at the same time, yeah, it's one of those games that could fill up the time between the announcement and the actual release of Fallout 4. So it's gonna, you know, we're just gonna have to wait and see if it's actually gonna come out still in 2015, or maybe it's gonna be a 2016 thing. But for now, for Bethesda, I am definitely thinking we're gonna see the announcement of Fallout 4. Now for Microsoft, I kind of had a hard time thinking about what they're gonna show us. You know, of course we're gonna see gameplay of Halo 5. Rise of the Tomb Raider is gonna be a big thing for them, even though it's not a full-on Xbox exclusive. They will still be very happy to show it to us and be like, yeah, this is, you know, the Xbox is the only platform you're gonna get this game on in 2015, though I find it kind of a shame it's also coming out on last-gen consoles, so the Xbox 360 and stuff, because I feel like it's kind of gonna hold the game back and not be as next-gen, you know, quote-unquote, as they, you know, as they could have made it. You know, maybe some features will have to be held back because of that. But I think it's pretty safe to say that since Microsoft acquired the license for Gears of War 4 last year, I think we'll finally get at least a teaser trailer for the game, because I don't think it is quite ready yet. Like, that's gonna be that big game for 2016 in the fall most likely. But Black Tusk Studios is definitely gonna be, you know, has been working on this game for like 1.5 years now, so they aren't quite ready to show a lot yet probably, but a small, you know, teaser trailer to hint towards the fall 2016 release is definitely gonna get a lot of fans excited. Now then we get to EA. That's personally a press conference I am super excited for, because we're gonna finally, I mean, I would hope so, that we're finally gonna see gameplay of Mirror's Edge 2, because they've been teasing the game now for about 2 years already, and we still don't know yet what this game is about. Where is Fate's story gonna go? Is it gonna be a prequel, a sequel, or some kind of reboot or whatever? Is it gonna take place in an open world with drop-in, drop-out multiplayer, kind of like a free-run, first-person style Destiny game, you know, kind of like that? I would be like, I am so super excited for this game. It's my #1 most anticipated game at the moment. I cannot wait to see more of it. But I think it's, yeah, pretty safe to say that EA's big announcement for their conference is going to be the announcement of Mass Effect 4. We already saw a little bit of, you know, work in progress at last year's E3, where they kind of like were already saying this is where we're going in this direction with the new Mass Effect. I think they're now ready to do a full-on reveal with a giant, you know, epic trailer that once again, you know, a lot of people will be looking forward to and is going to make them very, very happy. So Ubisoft, they have a lot to live up to. We're of course going to see the next Assassin's Creed, the one that's going to take place in London, that's already been leaked. That's not really going to be a surprise anymore. I wonder when we'll see the official announcement, because they tend to do it a lot of the time before E3 already. But at the same time, we saw with the last 3 years with The Division, Watch Dogs, Rainbow Six Siege, that they always have this big game announcement at the end of their show, and I think this year is going to be no different. Now, I've been thinking about what could this game be, because we've just had a Far Cry. Watch Dogs is still too fresh in our minds, so a sequel, I don't see it, you know, coming. Don't think we'll see anything about Rayman. Once again, Assassin's Creed is not really going to cut it. So what's it going to be? Well, Beyond Good and Evil 2 is a game that has been in development for such a long time now, and we've never really heard about it concretely. And so I would hope this year is going to be the time that Ubisoft does announce, you know, this sequel to a game that, you know, has so many fans. You know, like once again, this cult following that it had actually when it came out already a long time ago actually. So I think it might finally be time for Beyond Good and Evil 2. It would surely make the most sense for an announcement from Ubisoft, because the titles I just mentioned, like, it just seems too unlikely that we're already gonna see something new of those. And then the final show to do a prediction about is of course the one from Sony. It's the one I am personally most looking forward to, because I'm a fan of PlayStation. I want to see what games are coming out for the PlayStation 4, particularly on the exclusive side. Of course, Sony is gonna have a big showing with Uncharted 4 as their main title, where we're gonna get to see a big gameplay demo with probably this giant epic set piece, you know, that is gonna really outdo the demo that we saw even at PlayStation Experience. That was already kind of blowing me away a bit, just in the direction they were heading in, of course. And yeah, I mean, once again, we could also get a trailer for that, but of course Sony has a lot of these studios that for a long time already haven't really announced what they're working on. We know Media Molecule is going to come out with a tearaway game for the PS4, but in particular the two studios I'm expecting to see an announcement from, and this is my prediction, is we're going to see Sony Bend's new game. Since Golden Abyss, the beginning of 2012, they haven't really done anything anymore, so we just don't know what they're up to. It seems like they're working on an open world horror game. That's kind of been the rumor that's been circling around. And at the same time, Quantic Dream, since Beyond Two Souls, all we saw was this little demo with the, what was it called? Like the Dark Sorcerer, I think. Yeah, that was the one. And I think they're also ready to show us, you know, what have they been working on. It's gonna be no doubt an interactive experience in the same way that Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls were. And I can't wait for it, because it's exactly the type of games that I really enjoy. And therefore, the announcement from Quantic Dream on what their next game is really gonna be about, you know, probably something different, I would say. Maybe they will go in a like futuristic setting that they did with the Kara demo and stuff. Like, I cannot wait for it for sure. And then I think these were pretty much my 5 predictions in all of the press conferences that we're gonna see at E3 in June. Let me know what you think. Are there any predictions you would like to make? Let me know those in the comments. And then for now, hope you enjoyed the video, and then I'd like to thank you a lot for watching, and hope to see you again next time.